Are you ready to hear about the most frightening of all the Vedic constellations? Mūla nakshatra. This one spans from sidereal Sagittarius 0 degrees to 13 degrees 20 minutes. So in tropical coordinates, it's from 24 degrees 6 minutes of Sagittarius into Capricorn, 7 degrees 26 minutes. That's the zone of Mūla nakshatra, the dangerous, dreaded, feared star. Why so much dread? Why so much fear? Well, Mūla itself means roots, so it has to do with something underground. But get ready, because here comes why this nakshatra is so scary. Because of the Devata, who is the Devi, goddess Nirriti. Nirriti is a very fearsome goddess. She's the Dikpala of the south. In Vedic thinking, south doesn't mean map south, but south means down. South, underground, Mūla. It's like death. Nirriti, goddess of death. So she's not only the deity of the south, she's also the deity of the southwest. So southwest is painful. She is a form of the same goddess that you're always familiar with. Kali, Durga, and especially she's described as being Dhumavati. Kali means the black one, the dark one, the frightening one. And it also means the destructive one. And Durga means the difficult one, or the wardeness. Dhumavati, the abode of smoke. Another name for Nirriti, and a very important one, is Alakshmi. Lakshmi, the English word luck, comes from Lakshmi. But Nirriti is called Alakshmi. And this is what the word Nirriti actually means. Nirriti. Riti means Lakshmi. Riti means good things. Nirriti means without ritis. Alakshmi, luckless. Nirriti, luckless, bad luck, same meaning. So she's the goddess of misfortune. Wow, what a nakshatra. This nakshatra is the abode of the goddess of misfortune. So this is really a lousy spot. It's not a vacation spot. But then again, there's not that many really interesting people who live in vacation spots. The most interesting people are the people from Detroit, New York City, Lower East Side. That produces interesting people. How many artists were produced from that? How many great thinkers were produced from that? Compared to how many people were produced from the apartments around Central Park? Not very many. But from Lower East Side, tons of interesting, amazing, important people. So Mūla nakshatra is this difficult place. Just like the Lower East Side, just like Detroit. But difficult places make great people. If you can bear them. That's why it's a tikshna nakshatra. It's a bitter nakshatra. It's a nakshatra which is difficult to bear, but then produces great results. So that's why we need to learn who Alakshmi is. Alakshmi is not just called Alakshmi because she's bad luck, but also because she's the sister of Lakshmi. She's the older sister of Lakshmi, and that's essential. And the churning of the ocean produced so many important things in the universe. One of the things that it produced was a great poison. And the goddess of this venom is Alakshmi, Nirriti. Then after this venom was produced, that's when the ocean began to produce good things. And the first thing that it produced was Lakshmi. You cannot get to Lakshmi without first dealing with Alakshmi. This is an important point. Everybody wants to win the lotto, but that's not the way you do it. That's not the way you live. You don't live by winning the lotto. You live by working. You live by doing the difficult things and not running away from them and not wishing that they would go away. Do them, face them. That's what Mūla nakshatra is telling you. Hello, here I am, a scary, naked, frightening goddess with big fangs. Face me. Deal with me. If you deal with me, you may pass. If you don't, you may never pass. You will always be frightened of me. I'll read you some of the descriptions of Nirriti that I have in my book. This is from Atharva Veda. Misfortune, go away. We deflect your arrow. We know you well, Nirriti, oppressor, destroyer, a wild, naked woman haunting our dreams, confusing and baffling us. So this has to be your attitude towards Mūla, towards Nirriti. Face it. Deal with it. Don't run away from it. Get to the bottom of it. Seek out the roots of it. We deflect your arrow. We face you. We know who you are. We look in your face. Then she takes a different form. If you treat her like this, she becomes a different form to you. I respect you, blonde Nirriti, vast as all of space, full of auspiciousness, golden complexion, reclining on gold and dressed in gold. I respect you. And throughout the Puranas, you'll see Lakshmi carries an owl. That owl is a Lakshmi. That owl is her sister. So she doesn't go anywhere without the owl. If you want Lakshmi, you have to deal with Alakshmi first. And that's what the Mūla nakshatra is all about. The planet that's in Mūla has some troubles and difficulties that need to be faced. And by facing those difficulties, you become excellent. You become unusually good. Just like this unusually horrible Nirriti who has to be faced, the destroyer, the oppressor. Then all of a sudden she becomes a beautiful blonde woman full of gold and decorated by gold and reclining on gold. That's what Mūla nakshatra is all about. We'll leave it at that. That's enough said. Please deliberate on it.